Today we are back with another community member gameplay review where we break down gameplay that was submitted by a member of the community. Now today we're breaking down gameplay here from Tacos, who is hands down one of the most improved players in my community. He's gone from a 0.7 to well over a 3 KD, and in this one right here he drops a 31 kill win. Now I've not fully watched this back, so this is like partially a reaction, but of course we're going to be talking about things that he does well, things that you can take away from this gameplay, as well as some things that he does still need to work on. Starting off right here, let's go ahead and jump in. Yeah, and the biggest thing we lose right here, guys, is when we obviously don't have, when we're not strafing, he decides to drop shot, which gives him that advantage right there. You know, we're talking about a 1 or 2 plate advantage, but we lose that rotational aim assist, and you kind of see him trying to compensate for it. You know, Holger 26, a little bit of an awkward gun to use here early game, especially in that range. Take a little bit more damage than we should, but it is what it is. There was no teammate close by, so we're at least okay in this moment, and we grab this Striker 9. Real quick before we really jump into this, actually, guys, pay attention to this. You need to be paying attention to this stuff on the minimap. A lot of you guys are not looking at the minimap throughout. You're like, if you have a UAV up, you will. If you have a portable radar up, you will. If you get a kill, you will. But you're not checking it throughout to see, you know, this ping or this ping to give you that information. As they're looting, guys, if you are looking to get better at Rebirth, take a second, make sure you are subscribed down below. Like I said, Tacos here has gone from a 0.7 to over 3 KD just following my videos and stuff. So if you're looking to drop higher kill games, especially with how sweaty it is, make sure you are subscribed down below. One thing I do want to kind of talk about, extra self revives. I generally don't grab them, but I really should more often, just because it kind of prevents you from getting thirsted on like a PA or getting sniped or something like that. I think he PA'd that because the hell he was flying over. So he's got a full XRK Stalker and a Striker 9. And is he going to push? Yeah. I know Tacos. Tacos is going to push here. It's something I've always talked to him about, which is he's a very aggressive, high-risk, high-reward player. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. But who else is a high-risk, high-reward player? Viatic is. Viatic is also a very good player in the community. He's already starting to get aggressive. Josue's down here starting to think about kills. You know, they have enough cash, or they have just about enough cash for loadout, but they're going to start to go push here. And that is okay, as long as you guys are all on the same page about that, as long as you guys are aware that like regain is going to be a little bit tougher. But this is a great opportunity to capitalize on teams fighting. You know, as long as you are comfortable with the guns that you have, we absolutely can go ahead and start pushing, especially my better players. But also notice, guys, pay attention. Like, if you guys are struggling and you're not getting kills early game, and you're struggling when you are pushing these situations without loadout, then like really prioritize that loadout component. He also has high alert, which I think is a huge advantage. Doesn't have double time. Can't quite get that down. So this fight's about to get a whole lot tougher. When we give people opportunities, gets Josue's with him. So we know we're in like a duo quad situation. And this is something that he does really well. Watch him push through here. How many of you guys, a lot of you guys shoot this enemy right here. You worry about the thirst, right? He's not going to. He's just going to start to clear this bottom part. Think about where enemies might be. You can see him kind of challenge around that corner a little bit, kind of peek it. Now he's starting to work through. In this moment, the one thing I would say is I would buy guns. You know, maybe... or buy guns, buy a perk package, buy a portable radar, like buy something that gives you an advantage here, because you have people straight ahead. You know, yes, you're comfortable with the Stalker, but at the end of the day, like, would you rather have loadout guns? Like, I personally would. I would rather have my loadout guns than these, even though they're great. Like, spend that cash in some capacity. Either loadout guns, grab a perk package that you feel better about, or you can go ahead and, of course, you know, buy portable radar for some information. Yeah, and that's where, like, that execution component, we see this right here, like, just leaving teams. You're just leaving windows of opportunity. Good job getting that thirst for the information. Yeah, this is where, like, I wish I had, like, an HRM, or I wish I had, like, maybe my Striker 9 as opposed to this Striker 9. Uh-oh, somebody's getting whacked. Nice. Information. Right above. Yeah, he's just going to play this pole right here. Watch your right side. Oh, nice. Give it to me. And still worried. Oh, I love this play, guys. You know, still worried about this guy that's up above him. You know, still worried about this guy right here. Always be thinking about that. A lot of you guys just, I think, push in to get this thirst right here. Really good job navigating the mini-map here. Good shot. Boom. Worried about the guy up above. Now we're going to think about our cover.
There's a guy up top on the roof somewhere.
Yep. Guy up top on the roof. He could trust his high alert here. Even in a situation like this, guys, even in a situation like this, and this is where I talk about that close quarters high alert dynamic, you know, even right here, we can trust this high alert. It's not like we're getting third-partied from prison or like some crazy long range. This is a simple, hey, if this guy from the rooftop peeks me, I'm going to be aware of it, and I can go ahead and start to break my line of sight right here, and then we can start to figure out how we're going to finesse. Already up to 5 kills, guys. 20 pace, he's on. 4 kills in the first, 4 kills in the second, 6 kills in the third, 6 kills in endgame. Trios and quads, guys, is 4-4-6-6. Solos and duos is 6-6-4-4 because the solos and duos lobbies die out too quick. So you got to get off to a better start. But trios and quads, 4-4-6-6. 4 kills in the first, 4 kills in the second, 6 kills in the third, 6 kills in endgame. 30 pace is like 8 to 9 in this first circle. Good shot. And this is probably why he's stuck with this. Yeah, there's the kill that you needed. Be patient with that too. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, he's got to be really careful here. I don't like the spot that he's in. I don't like the spot that he's in, and here's why. When we think about kind of when we're approaching fights and stuff, I want you to think about limiting the number of angles that you can get shot from, putting yourself in those low-risk, high-reward situations. We can play positioning, but in this moment right here, you know, especially as he's looking this way, if somebody peeks right here, okay, let's draw a little stick figure. If somebody peeks him right here with like an AR or something, what's he going to do? Right? You can't drop down here because they still have the angle. You can't go right because they still have the angle. You can't go left because they still have the angle. So you're pretty much just dead unless you either like finesse your heart out or that's just a bad player. So you've got to be really careful here. You know, I'd be really tempted in this moment, you know, knowing that there's multiple enemies over this way. Hey, we've got the sniper. Let's start thinking back to this rooftop a little bit. You know, we have that information. Obviously, he sees in what he's acting on is these guys up here, but let's go ahead and push this rooftop. Remember that information that there's teams in living quarters, but be very careful about where you are in this moment. Good shot. Oh, I thought he was going to hit it preemptively. Guys, if you're not already, like my whole goal is just to help you get more kills. So if you are looking to get better, take a second, subscribe down below. I keep trying to help you guys out as much as possible. Yeah, I mean, we can keep rocking over this way. We're at 6 here in the first, so not quite on 30 pace, which means he's going to pick it up at some point here. We obviously have loadout down, and I don't know what Viatic and Josue are on. You kind of see that he re-challenges that immediately. I love that play. He doesn't even hesitate here. Like, he reacts so fast to this high alert notification. Like, there's the high alert. He breaks that line of sight and is immediately thinking about centering his crosshairs. Yeah. So far, right now, biggest thing we see is just not in the action, right? Can't quite figure out where the action and where those multiple teams are, which is how we go about dropping those crazy high kills. 20 kill games, you don't have to be in the action, but, you know, oh, there's one floating around here somewhere. 20s, you don't have to be super in the action. 30s, you absolutely have to do. But notice the high damage areas right here, guys. This is obviously somebody who doesn't shoot back, but like just consistent high damage areas. You know, using that strafing and that rotational aim assist to his advantage to make it easier. Like, I still want to be thinking about loadout here. I think it's just a comfort thing. Like, I would really challenge Tacos and say, like, how comfortable do you feel with this XRK Stalker that has a slow ADS time? And we don't know what the bullet velocity is. Maybe his answer is really comfortable. But I think based on his execution thus far, especially, you know, with this Striker 9, I'd say you're probably better off getting loadout. Biggest thing there, guys, is the hip fire. Just watch the hip fire here. This is just how broken guns are in this game. You know, this isn't a hip fire Striker 9. This is just a normal Striker 9 build. And when he hip fires there, you know, he connects on a lot of those shots, allows him to recenter those crosshairs, at which point he's able to easily get that down. What are we at here? 9? Yeah, we're at 9. So kind of back on pace a little bit. And this is the advantage of snipers, like being able to snipe people out of the sky. Look at the range on that Striker 9. I set my PR with the Striker 9, 47 the other day. It does feel really good. He knows there's at least one in here. We just don't know where. That's unfortunate. Watch him just chill. He doesn't panic here. Okay, a lot of you guys panic here. Keep in mind that the enemy that is potentially in this building here, right? Because if we go all the way back to here, I think it was when he got this kill, we see a ping inside of that building. Yeah, right here, watch. Okay, so we see one down below us in here, which is why he aims there. So when he jumps across here, you know, that enemy that's in here has no idea that we're in here. Maybe he heard the parachute, who knows, but he has no reason to know that we're in here. So Tacos isn't going to panic, and now he's just going to go ahead, start clearing this. Look at him clear room by room. Yeah, he did go up top probably. I'm still thinking about loadout here, or maybe those guns. I don't know if that guy had loadout guns, but he had a loadout perk package. You know, and that's just a little bit of gameplay strategy. Those are the little things that make a huge difference at times with your pacing and with your ability to execute. You know, little things like seeing those loadout perk packages on the ground. Little things like not having lethals and tacticals, right? It's just a small little thing that makes that can potentially make a huge difference for you. Missed it.
Oh, there's two guys in the tower.
Yep, you got to be really careful your positioning here because you're in a really tough spot. Again, just a high, it's not a low risk, high reward position because you can easily get shot down from and there's only so much room to finesse. Holy flinch. You can jump across here. For those of you that aren't aware, yeah, he's got to worry about this guy right here. Now, no panic, just, yep, good job. Yep, that guy was absolutely a bot and we'll take it. Yeah, a little dolphin dive across, perfectly executed. Didn't rush it, a little bit patient. Knew the pressure was on them to revive. That's the biggest thing when fighting outnumbered, guys. When you get that down, pressure is on them to revive. Straight ahead. Yep. Good shots. And at this point, guys, this is something a lot of you need to work on, understanding your lobby strength. Like, at this point, it's kind of obvious that, hey, there might be a sweat or two and maybe a sweat team or two in this lobby. But for the most part, these are players that Tacos is definitely better than. A lot of people are going to be like, how did he know? Guys, watch the pre-fire. This is something Tacos does really well as an aggressive player trying to take less damage. He pops the UAV. He sees that this guy is on his level in the corner. Watch when he starts shooting. Like, he's already pre-firing this. He doesn't wait to see the enemy. Why? Because he anticipates with intent. He knows this enemy is in this corner. We can barely even see him. You know, he's so dark in that corner, and he also live pings as well there, which gives him a huge... Oh, he has Combat Scout. So his loadout is actually Double Time Mountaineer, Quick Fix, and Combat Scout. It's very interesting. So Combat Scout over High Alert. Good job. And this is where I say he's going to clear, right? Oh, no, get out of there. Oh, look at him play the stair glitch. For those of you guys that don't know, let me teach you about stair glitches. I'm going to regret doing this, but like I said, guys, my whole goal is just to help you get better. So in this moment right here, when he is shooting this guy right there, it is almost impossible, literally borderline impossible for this enemy to see you. This is a head glitch times 10. Like, you do not pop up on this guy's screen. This guy cannot see Tacos right now, but he clearly sees this enemy here. So that's how he's able to kind of get that kill. Then obviously pops back up to finish it off. But you see the aggressiveness of Tacos. You see, you know, I would have backed off that, you know, and this is something you can absolutely do. In this situation, pressure's on them. So you push down here, you kind of take a left, right? We played up. And then knowing the pressure's on them, we push right back up top here. Even if they revive, one of those guys is going to be very, very, very low health. The other one might be full plates, but we go ahead and attack that knowing the pressure is on them. And it kind of gives them that hesitation a little bit. A lot of teams tend to hesitate in that situation. You know, should I revive? Should I not revive? And that just buys us time to go ahead and push back in. We're at 16 here. Yeah, watch the mosquito drone. I mean, we heard it. Fire sale active, so we need to be thinking UAV here. We need to be thinking UAV. He needs to find the action here. He needs to figure out where everybody is. Ram 7. He's going to fly at it. Now let's see how he approaches. Yeah, can't quite get that. Would love to know how many and where they are. Holy smokes. There's one. Free. Got it. Yep. I was going to say, that's going to kick off everything, right? So this is where we talk about the... Whoa. This is where we talk about the snowball effect of information right here. Okay, we get that full kill. Okay, so full kill down here. Now, full kill reveals multiple enemies over here. Now, on top of multiple enemies over here, this could potentially mean two teams because they might be fighting, but this 100% confirms two teams. So now that's how we piece together the information of what we're working with. We got a full kill. Then from there, we understand that those guys are on the backside. We have this guy to the left, which really tells us it's two teams. And now we know we have to be really careful, and we're going to have to finesse. Control is one of the... I think it's one of the easiest, but can also at times be the toughest buildings to finesse. Control is a building. Good job playing that head glitch right there. Control, good shots right there with the Ram 7. Execution's a big component, guys. I think anybody can drop a 20 kill game with just a little bit of gameplay strategy and execution. When it comes to that 30 kill game, it really does require, you know, really understanding how to find people, making those quick decisions, which I've got a whole decision-making video coming out in the next day or so. And that execution, getting clean kills, allowing you to immediately put that pressure on that next enemy, or just kind of, you know, prevent yourself from getting stacked on, whatever it may be. But going back to what I was saying, starting to piece together as much information as possible. I don't know what I was saying before that. Good shots right there. A little bit of strafing. Gonna clear it real quick, knowing the pressure's on this team right here. Good job. Oh, control is one of the easiest and the hardest. A lot of times if you're in control, guys, you're just going to run circles. You're basically just going to run circles to finesse teams, and then people are going to fly back in, and then you're going to push back up, and then you're going to push back down, and then you're going to push back up, and you're just going to keep running around in circles. That's okay. If you are running around in circles in control, that is totally normal. It's not normal for other maps, but that's one thing that makes Rebirth a little bit interesting. You could tell the comfort here with this Ram 7. You can tell the comfort here, and I think this is a big part of why people are still using it. It's just a comfortable gun. Good shots right there. What are we at? 24 here. 24 before respawn disables. You can see right here exactly what I said about trios and quads, like a little bit healthier. We obviously are in quads here, so technically speaking, five other teams. We potentially have 20 plus people left here, depending on buybacks and stuff like that. He's done a really good job of executing on people out of the sky. He gets the buyback and the UAV. Probably would have bought another one, you know, but I'm okay with him keeping money for buyback here. Yeah, two top to prison, and obviously the guy further back that we got to be aware of. I will say, guys, Rebirth endgames are brutal. They are brutally tough. You've got to be really careful. I feel like it's so quick to end up. I love this play. 1-2. He's going to put the pressure on them. There's one. Where's the second one? Good centering. Perfect. I love this. And if you guys are still here, this is crystal clear, as good as it gets. As we slide around the corner, we're going to center our crosshairs. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be close. A little bit of hip fire there allows us to get that initial shot off, which, by the way, technically speaking, we're probably now even because Tacos is technically minus about a plate and a half here. Good shots right there. He gets the break before even taking a bullet because of that jump to the left. Just a really good play all the way around. Another one floating around him. Maybe up top. And now they're back together. And this is kind of... I haven't paid attention too much to Josue and... oh my gosh, he just bailed himself out. I haven't paid too much attention to... yeah, that's tough. You know why endgames are so tough on this now? Because we don't have minimap pings after respawn disables. That's the biggest difference between Warzone now and Warzone 1. Warzone 1, we still have minimap pings after respawn disables, so we can kind of keep pushing. But here, we got to play a lot more strategic. Unfortunate there. I mean, hey, we're 27-1 thus far. That's not too shabby of a game. But he needs the 30 here. Clear this from the outside, Tacos. Perfect. Doesn't over-challenge. Look at him clear his corners. It's one thing he does so well. He clears his corners one at a time perfectly. And he's always thinking about people being there. Like, he's ready for enemies to be there. It's not just a guess. Yeah, good shots. One flying in above. Yeah, good shots there. Watch your back. Yup, he's dead again. Okay, so teammates have to find a way to get him back. He's at 20. Okay, he's back. So where does he go from here?
That was so unfortunate, dude. I cleared that.
Okay, so I think they killed that guy that killed him. So he's going to go ahead and land back on his stuff. Obviously, at this point with UAV up, guys, this is a pretty easy one right here. We see the other two teams down below. You know, it's pretty obvious here that we can play positioning at this point. We got 29 here.
These guys are going to kill each other. That's not good.
Yeah, don't kill each other. There's one. There's the 30. So we're in a what? 3v2 situation. There's one right there. Full killed. Yeah, and that's a very good all-around 31 kill game. You know, just that one mistake I think at the very end there, getting caught out in the open. The first death, it is what it is, guys, caught in prison. Second death, just kind of got caught a little bit out in the open. But I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I hope you found it helpful. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.